Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Bhuvan Agarwal and I hope you all are doing great. So today we are moving on with the next part in this series of directions, which is a part of logical reasoning. So as I have already mentioned earlier that this part will consist of some of the bonus questions. Okay, so it's my suggestion to you that if you haven't watched all the previous parts, then do watch that first, then only come towards this video, because the concepts which I will be discussing here is based on all the previous 5 parts. Okay, so it's my suggestion to you, kindly start this series from the very first video, then you comes towards this video. Okay, and after this video it's my guarantee to you that you can solve any question in directions after this, so you won't be stopped or you won't be hurdled in any questions during your interviews. Okay, so the links of all the 5 parts are in the description below, so kindly go and check that out. So let's get started with this part.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
So let me reshare the content to you so that you can understand what we have already done. Okay, so we have already covered the basics of directions, so it is very important. Understanding the basics is very important. Then I have told you how we have to implement the concept of Pythagoras theorem in directions. Okay, then I have told you the concepts of northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest directions. It is also very important. Okay, then I have went to the advanced sections, that is on degrees, and then I have told you about shadows, the concept of shadows, and now we will be talking about some of the bonus questions. So all these 5 parts is already done. Now we are moving on with the sixth part and the last part in this series, and after this you can solve any questions in your interviews based on directions. Okay, not only your interviews, in any bank exams or government exams, directions, wherever the syllabus of directions is included, you can absolutely crack that thing. Okay, only you need to have the logic of these 6 parts. Okay, so let's move on with this part of bonus questions. So let us go to our first question in this part. So let us solve it and let us understand how to solve the questions, because these are bonus questions. Definitely it's not going to be so easy. It will consist of all the logics of all the 5 parts. Okay, so it's my suggestion to you, before moving on with the questions, you must read the questions very clearly, very slowly, so that you don't miss any logic whatever the question has been asking you. Okay, so let's get to our first question. So our first question is this, and this is your reference compass. I would suggest every one of you to kindly give it a try, because you have already went through all the 5 parts, it's I guess, so you will easily solve it. Okay, I hope you all probably got some answers. So let us see how to solve these types of questions. See, Ram from his home walks 100 meters towards east direction. Means Ram is starting from his home and he walks 100 meters towards east direction. So first you need to solve this part. Okay, so you first need to have a home of Ram. So let us draw a home. So this is Ram's home. Okay, and from here Ram is walking 100 meters towards east direction. So east is this side, so definitely he will move like this, and this will be your 100 meters. Okay, and I have already said many a times that you must remember what should be the size of your arrows, okay, based on the distance he covers. So it will give you correct diagram, and if you get correct diagram in directions, you will definitely get your correct answer. Okay, now, and from there he turns right and walks 50 meters. So from here Ram will turn to his right and then he will walk 50 meters. So let us turn to our right. So this is right, and now I will walk 50 meters. So you can easily see that 50-meter arrow is less than 100-meter arrow. So this is what I am talking about. You must keep in consideration the length of your arrows. Okay, now after this he walks 20 meters in southwest direction. Means from this point Ram will move in southwest direction and he will walk 20 meters. And what is southwest? Definitely if you are standing here, this will be your southwest. So now you are standing here, so you should move in this direction. So this will be your southwest direction, and the distance you will cover is 20 meters as mentioned in the question. Okay, so you have already walked 20 meters in southwest direction, correct? Now then Ram finally turns 225 degrees in anti-clockwise direction, and then he walks 500 meters. So first what he is doing, he is turning 225 meters in anti-clockwise direction. So from here you need to turn 225 degrees. So majority of the students do mistakes in this part only, right? Because they don't clearly understand the concept of degrees and how to turn and where to turn, what is anti-clockwise or clockwise. See, let me tell you, before turning to any degrees, you first have to draw the diagram, the directions. Okay, and what is mean by directions? This is the thing, you need to draw some horizontal lines and the diagonal lines. Okay, both the horizontal and vertical lines and all the diagonal lines. So this is all the directions, all the 8 directions. Okay, so you need to draw, and now you need to understand the concept of degrees. See, degrees is he is not moving, he is just turning. Okay, just understand there is a difference between moving and turning. Moving means he is actually going from point A to point B. Okay, but turning means standing in that very point, he is turning his whole body. Okay, in the degree, in the according to the degrees and according to the directions, anti-clockwise or clockwise. So I hope you got this point. Okay, so now what Ram is doing, Ram is standing here basically, and his face is in the southwest direction still, because he was turning, he turned, he walked 20 meters in the southwest direction. So still his face is in the southwest direction. This is the thing, this is the point where many students do mistakes. Okay, so you need to understand where is the face of Ram. This is why this question is in this advanced question, bonus questions section. Okay, so now the Ram's face is in the southwest direction. So according to that, you need to move 225 degrees in anti-clockwise direction. So what will be your 225 degrees? This will be your 225 degrees. Means first 180 and then 45. So first 180 he covers and then 45. So this will be a 225 in anti-clockwise way. Okay. Now Ram is facing in north direction basically. Okay. So Ram is now facing in north direction, and from here Ram will move 500 meters to reach his grandparents' house. So from here Ram is moving towards 500 meters. So let us move to a 500 meters, and then Ram will reach his grandparents' house. Okay, so I hope you got this thing, from where to turn and how to turn, how to draw the diagram. This is the very important part in directions, and if you haven't got this concept yet, then it is due to because you have not watched all the previous parts. Okay, so it's my suggestion to you again, kindly go and watch all the 5 parts. The links are in the description below, and then only come to this part. Okay, now in which direction Ram has to walk in order to reach his home? So the main question here is, in which direction Ram has to walk in order to reach his home? Means this was Ram's home and this is grandparents' home. So now Ram is here in his grandparents' home. So from here, in which direction he is to move, so in order to get to his home? Definitely the direction is this. Okay, from this point to this point, the direction is basically southwest direction, because if you keep your compass here, you will get southwest direction. Okay, so your answer will be southwest. So I hope you got this question. If you haven't understand the question, kindly rewatch this part, this question, then only you will understand this. Okay, so now let's move on with the second question. So this is your second question, and this is your reference compass. I would suggest every one of you again to kindly pause the video and just try to solve this question on your own. Okay, then I will be telling you the solution to it. Okay, I hope you all probably got some answers. So let us see how to solve this question. So Ajay from his school walks 100 meters towards south direction to reach hospital. Means Ajay is walking from his school towards hospital, and in which direction he walks? In the south direction, and the distance he covers is 100 meters. So first you need to have your school, because this is the starting point. So first you have to have your school. So this is Ajay's school. So from here he is walking in south direction, means this direction, and the distance he covers is 100 meters. So this is his school. So he covers 100 meters in the south direction. Okay, and he reaches hospital. So this is hospital. I hope you got this thing. Now this is hospital. Okay, now then he walks 30 meters towards northeast direction. So this is very important again. Means now Ajay was here. Now he is to move in the northeast direction, and he has to walk 30 meters distance. Means this is northeast. So if you are standing here, your northeast will be above, right, in the diagonal path. So this is your northeast, and you covered 30 meters distance. Okay. Now I hope you got this thing. From here till here anybody can do it, I know. But now the main game is coming. Finally, he turns 270 degrees in clockwise direction. Again, many students do mistake in degrees part itself, right? So again you have to draw all the horizontal, vertical lines and all the diagonal lines. Means all the 8 directions you need to make. Then only you can turn accordingly. Okay. So first let's make the lines. So this is the lines, right? Now this I have got all the 8 lines, and now the concept of degrees states that your body doesn't move. Okay, means your initial point, means you are not moving from point A to point B, you are just turning. Means you are standing at that very point A and you are turning your whole body, standing at that point A itself, right? So now the face of Ajay is in the northeast direction. So from there only you need to turn 270 degrees in clockwise, means in clockwise manner. 270 means 180 plus 90. So first you need to turn 180 and then you need to turn 90 degrees. The total will be 270 degrees. Okay. So let us move. So this is totally 180 and this is 90. So 180 and 90. So this is total 270 degrees in clockwise direction. Okay. Now from here Ajay walks 2000 meters, that is 2 kilometers. Okay. Now this is the where many students do mistake, because they think, okay, first he is walking 2000 meters and again he is walking 2 kilometers. This is written to confuse you. Okay. So you are just moving 2000 meters, or else you can say 2 kilometers to reach his home. And in which direction Ajay has to move in order to reach school? So from here he needs to move 2000 meters. So let us move. This is 2 kilometers. Okay. And he reaches his home. So this is his home. So in which direction Ajay has to move in order to reach school? Means from his home, in which direction Ajay needs to move in order to reach his school only. Okay, means the initial position. So this is his home and this direction. So what is this direction? If you keep your reference compass here, you will get southeast as your answer, correct? So your correct answer will be southeast. So this is how you need to solve questions. Okay. So many people will think, how you can say this is southeast? It can be any distance between here or here. Yes, but the main position in the main column is of southeast only. Means this quadrant is of southeast. So you have to select southeast as your correct answer. Okay. So there is nothing to be confused about. You just follow whatever the question is saying you to do, and accordingly you need to move, and you need to understand the question very clearly. The line something like this can confuse many people. Okay. So just remember, he is just walking 2 kilometers, or you can say 2000 meters, and then you need to move accordingly. And whenever you are turning degrees, just remember to draw a diagram like this, then only you need to move. Okay. Now let's move on with the third question in this part. So your third question is this, and this is your reference compass. I would suggest every one of you to kindly pause your video again and just try to solve this question, and it's my belief that now you can solve this question very easily. Okay, I hope you all probably got some answers. So let us see how to solve this question. So Krishna walks 20 meters towards northeast. So first only Krishna is moving in northeast direction. So let us draw the 8 diagonals or the 8 diagrams, then only. So this is the north and south, east west, right? East west, north and south according to this reference compass. Now you need to move towards northeast direction and you need to walk 20 meters. So let us move to a northeast and need to walk 20 meters, correct? So this is, everybody understood this thing, I hope. Now, and then he turns 90 degrees in clockwise direction, means from here Krishna has to turn 90 degrees in clockwise direction. So again you need to make all the 8 diagonals and the diagram means the directions, all the 8 directions you made. And now you can easily understand that now your face is in the northeast direction only. So from there only you need to turn to your 90 degrees. So this is your 90 degrees, correct? This is your 90 degrees and you are now turned to southeast direction. So, and after turning to clockwise you need to walk 500 meters. So let us walk 500 meters in southeast direction. So this is 500 meters, okay? Now then Krishna finally turns towards 225 degrees in again clockwise direction. So again he is turning 225 degrees in clockwise direction. So let us move, let us draw all the 8 directions and then we can move. Now where is the face of Krishna? Obviously in the southeast direction. So from here he needs to turn 225 degrees in clockwise way, means in this way, clockwise way, means 180 plus 45, that will be 225 degrees. So this is totally 225, this is 180 and this is 45. So again his face is now in the north direction, correct? He turns 225 in clockwise manner and his now face is in the north direction. So and he walks in that direction to reach home. So he is now starting walking in the north direction. So he is just walking. The question didn't state in how much distance he is walking. He just said that he now started walking towards his home. Now the question is, in which direction Krishna is finally walking in order to reach his home? Obviously he is walking in the north direction to reach his home. So your final answer will be north. So this is how you need to solve questions. It only had 2 directions, the 2 times he turns towards clockwise or anti-clockwise. The questions can get much more complex, but the logic will remain the same whatever I have taught you in this part, okay, in these entire series of directions. So whatever I have told you, just remember that you can solve any questions. I am telling this again and again, okay? So the questions complexity can increase, like in irrespective of having 2 times is turning, the question can tell you to turn 3 to 4 times, means the diagram length will be increasing, right? So that's not a big deal. If you know the concepts, you can draw any diagram any number of times, okay? So this was our last question in this bonus section. So if you got this thing, if you solved all the 3 questions along with me, then I must tell you that you have easily understood, you have completely understand the concept of directions, and now you are ready to face any questions of directions, okay? So be confident of that and just keep practicing. Take any questions from internet and try to solve it. If you get stuck somewhere in between, then you can connect with me over LinkedIn. The link is in the description and I will be definitely happy to help you out, okay? So this was it. I hope you like this series. Please show your enthusiasm by liking this video and just share this playlist of directions to each and every single friend of yours, so that everybody can take benefit of it, okay? So that's it. Thank you very much.
मज़ा आया।